Where to file your appeal with the DeKalb County Tax Assessor. Based on the advice of your trusted tax consultant from Fair Assessments, you have conducted the crucial steps in planning for your appeal against the annual tax assessment of the DeKalb County Tax Assessor. These steps include doing your own research about the possible appraised values for your property and looking over the possible factors that affected the assessor's appraised values, among others. But which appeal option should you choose? You should know the venue for the tax assessment appeal, since each one will have specific qualifications, requirements, and steps, perhaps even chances for success. Your appeal's success will partly depend on your ability to comply with these aspects of the appeals process, thus, emphasizing the importance of getting an experienced tax consultant on board. Board of Equalization. The Board of Equalization is typically the first choice for taxpayers who want to appeal their property's appraised and assessed values and, thus, their estimated property taxes. Filing your appeal to the BO is free, but it must be emphasized that appeals to the Superior Court will require the payment of appropriate fees. The BO is composed of 3 property owners from DeKalb County, but not just any property owners either. Each board member has the appropriate training in property appraisal and tax laws in the county. After you file your appeal, your hearing in front of the BO and the appraiser from the DeKalb County Tax Assessor will be set. During the hearing, you and the appraiser will each present your side of the argument, while the BO will provide an independent decision within a set time. Either you or the appraiser can file an appeal to the Superior Court within 30 days after the issuance of the BO decision. Binding arbitration. In case of binding arbitration, you will be required to follow these basic steps. Step number 1. Receipt of a letter from the DeKalb County Board of Tax Assessors acknowledging the office's receipt of your appeal to binding arbitration. The letter should be sent within 10 days after your appeal has been received by the office. Step number 2. Submit to the Board of Tax Assessors a certified property appraisal from a qualified appraiser, which will be at your expense. Pay the $207.50 filing fee, which should be paid within 45 days along with the submission of the certified property appraisal. Step number 3. Wait for the acceptance or rejection by the Board of Tax Assessors of your appraisal. In case of approval, your appraisal will become the final value. In case of rejection, the Board of Tax Assessors will file your appeal at the Clerk of Superior Court, that will then choose an arbitrator to decide with on the appraised and assessed value. Hearing Officer. The DeKalb County Tax Assessor will determine whether your property belongs to the category known as non-homestead exemption properties. If it belongs to the category, then you can file an appeal to the hearing officer, provided the tax assessor's market value is over $1 million. In most ways, the ins and outs of filing your appeal against the tax assessment for the year as provided by the DeKalb County Tax Assessor will require specialist knowledge. We suggest hiring an experienced tax professional for the purpose, thus, increasing the chances for success.